From malls and airports to parks and schools, the food court cannot be avoided. The popular trend of giving consumers a choice of what restaurant they would like to buy food from, all in one vicinity, has grown dramatically since it was introduced in the 70s. While many people would claim they would like more healthy options available to them in the fast food industry, people will choose the unhealthy option when presented with a choice. We wanted to know how people chose what to eat when given many options. We also wanted to see if people's race, age, gender, or weight affected their choices. In order to do this, we observed the Belden Village Mall food court. The community we chose to observe is the local mall that we regularly shop at and eat at. Although there are more than 10 restaurants in the mall, we decided to focus on just 4. We chose 2 restaurants that are typically considered unhealthy and 2 that are usually fairly healthy. The unhealthy restaurants included Sarku Japan and TJ Sushi and Thai. The healthy restaurants were Subway and Chop It. Sarku Japan is a hibachi-style Japanese restaurant that serves primarily unhealthy food. They make the food on hibachi grill right in front of its customers, making it smell, sound, and look delicious. The decor of the restaurant looks very unique and gives the impression that it is authentic Japanese. The simple design of the menu board makes it appear fast and cheap. To increase its appeal, Sarku Japan even has an employee working in front of the restaurant handing out samples. TJ Sushi and Thai is an Asian cuisine restaurant that also serves unhealthy food. The design is very plain with a more complex menu that is difficult to choose from at times. The line moves slowly, and they also position a worker out front to hand out samples. He is aggressive with trying to get customers to eat there. Subway is a sandwich shop that prides itself in serving healthier foods. The restaurant is decorated with images of fresh foods, and customers are able to watch their subs get made right in front of them. Due to this, the line does move at a slower pace. The menu is written in small font with long descriptions that are not very easy to read. Chop It is a salad company that serves salads and other healthy foods. They designed the restaurant to appear high-end and expensive, with large digital menus that contain extremely small, fancy print. There is hardly any line, but when there is, it moves relatively slow. From the data we collected, we recorded the gender, race, age, and weight of 391 people that bought food from one of the 4 restaurants we observed. With this information, we broke up our findings into different categories for how the customers could be grouped and configured this chart based on if the categories selected healthy foods or unhealthy foods overall. We found that no matter how the people were grouped, the majority of people chose unhealthy, except for the skinny individuals that chose healthy by 1%. Some of the things we found interesting that we observed were that of the 22 overweight people we recorded in the 2 hours, only 1 overweight person ate healthy, and they chose Subway. 63% of people who went to Chop It fit into the category of white, young adult to middle age, skinny women. 57% of people who went to an unhealthy restaurant was either moderate weight to overweight, while only 35% of people who went to either of the healthy places was moderate to overweight. From these results, it is clear that certain groups of people seem to prefer certain types of food. We also found that weight plays the biggest factor in the health of the food people choose. From our results, it is surprising that 47% of Americans claim that they would like healthier food options at restaurants. Although many people claim this, it is apparent from both our data and the study done by Technomic that people do not actually choose the healthy option when there is a choice. Technomic's study found that only 23% of customers actually ordered the healthier food. Restaurants such as IHOP offer the simple and fit breakfast, which includes yogurt and fruit. However, the breakfast sampler still seems to be a bestseller despite its 1,180 calories. Along with this trend, Carl's Jr. and Hardee's, both fast food restaurants, offer healthy options as well, such as a salad. But yet again, the Thick Burger, which has 1,170 calories and 83 grams of fat, sells the most. Also, parents used to complain to McDonald's that there were no healthy alternatives to French fries in the Happy Meal. So McDonald's now offers apple slices. However, these are only ordered 11% of the time. That 47% of Americans that claim they wanted healthy food don't even order it when given an option. Even further than that, only 1 out of every 6 customers even look at nutrition information before making a choice. With obesity rates doubled in the past 2 decades, why would people not want to take precautions and order healthy food? What made you decide to eat at the mall today?
So I was shopping.
And about how often do you eat at the mall?
Like twice a month.
And where did you eat today, and why did you choose to eat there?
I ate at the Japanese place because I thought it was good.
And did you think about cost when you bought your food?
Not really.
Did you think about like the healthiness of your food?
I'm 18. I would have eaten stir fry because I enjoy mango chicken.
What made you decide to eat at the mall today?
Oh, I was just out running errands, and I still have a few more things to do, so I thought, well, I'm just going to grab something really quick because it's going to be a while before I eat dinner. So,
About how often do you eat at the mall?
maybe 3 or 4 times a year if I'm out here at Christmas or running errands or something. Not that often, sometimes.
What made you decide to get the food that you bought?
I just wanted something quick today, just something that'll pick me up just until I get home. And just because I had, like I said, I didn't take time this morning really to eat anything, so I thought I'll just grab something quick snack. And also the price. It's just something quick. I don't, it's not like going to a restaurant and spending a lot, so I just wanted something small and cheap.
How do you know that that's cheaper than other options?
Just by different prices from things I've eaten here before, and I didn't want large meal, and some things are more expensive depending on what you get. I just wanted something, and generally the cinnamon prices are pretty good compared to if I would have bought like a large sandwich or a big salad from one of the other places.
And did you take the health of the food into consideration when you bought it?
No, I didn't. I just wanted something like a quick pick me up, a little boost of energy, and I actually wanted something a little sweet, so I didn't. Health didn't enter it at all. No. It should, but it didn't.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Justice. I'm a registered nurse, and I work for Robard Corporation, which helps hospitals and doctors' offices implement obesity treatment programs for their patients and customers. At my job, I work with a variety of different people, mostly middle-aged males and females that were overweight or obese and they wanted to lose weight. They were referred to our program by their physician, and sometimes they had had health concerns related to their weight, such as high blood pressure, high cholesterol, their diabetes wasn't in control, so their physician would recommend that they adopt a healthier lifestyle, and we educated them and helped them do that. I help them by implementing a healthy diet with them. We taught them about portion control, encouraged them to eat more fruits and vegetables throughout the day, and we also helped them implement a fitness plan, which included cardiovascular exercise as well as weight training.
Food restaurants?
The majority of our customers before they started our program unfortunately did visit fast food restaurants. On our enrollment application, we actually asked them how many times they would eat at a fast food restaurant, and sometimes it would be up to 5 times a week. So we really wanted to get a good assessment of their fast food intake before they started the program so that we could help them through the program and then beyond. I think that fast food restaurants are appealing for a variety of reasons. The first one obviously is convenience. You can pretty much drive through a fast food restaurant at any time of the day and get a meal. So, a lot of families in the United States don't like to cook at home anymore. They don't have the time, and so going through a fast food restaurant is convenient for them. I think the other reason is cost, because usually fast food restaurants, the perception of fast food restaurants is that they're cheap. you can buy a variety of things off the dollar menu or the value menu and walk away with a meal for sometimes less than $5. So convenience and cost are usually the two biggest appealing factors for our patients. I think the reason why the majority of the people that you observed at the mall chose the unhealthy options versus the healthy options is probably just lack of education about what is a healthy choice that they should be making. It could come down to cost. They could perceive that the cost of eating healthy is higher, so therefore they choose the unhealthier option. And I think sometimes it's purely taste. They might be looking to reward themselves after a long day at work, or maybe it was a celebration for them, so they feel that that type of food is a way to reward themselves.
With the public spending on the cost of obesity, either directly or indirectly, reaching a staggering $117 billion in the year 2000, the vast amount of people becoming dangerously overweight in America should be a serious concern for all citizens. Although many factors contribute to obesity, a major one includes the food eaten while out of the house. It is calculated that 47% of Americans' food budget goes to meals away from home. When looking at the increase in obesity rates, it is not surprising that we found almost all people prefer unhealthy foods. The fast food industry is notorious for making their restaurants appear to be the cheapest, most convenient, and delicious option available. In a food court setting, this is especially true with all of the restaurants competing in such close proximity. The less healthy restaurants have mastered luring in people with their emphasis of prices and style. Ironically, prices are about equal regardless of where customers buy from. Healthier.
I think some solutions to help people be motivated to eat healthier is simply educating them. A lot of times, again, it comes down to the perception of what healthy food costs versus unhealthy food. So one way to do that is to take them to the grocery store with a planned out menu for the week and actually show them that healthy food is as inexpensive or even cheaper than unhealthy food to eat. And I think educating them on the proper portion sizes to choose is also good. It doesn't mean they can never go to a fast food restaurant again. They just need to be educated on the right choices to make. And I think that's a big part of it. I think in the food court situation, and some restaurants are moving toward this, is actually listing the calories per serving on the menu board. I know that some restaurants such as Panera have started doing this, and Starbucks, and I think that helps bring awareness to maybe some choices that the customer might normally make, to how many total calories are actually in that food. So, offering the nutritional information at the time of purchase when, they can pick up a pamphlet that has all the nutritional information in it is helpful too. So again, it just goes back to making them aware of what they're putting in their bodies and eating.
Along with these solutions from an expert, from our own observations, we came up with a few ideas of our own for the food court to improve its ratio of people choosing more healthy. After watching very select people buy from Chop It and combining things we hear from our peers about their thoughts on how the restaurant is intimidating, we think it would be beneficial for the company to make itself more appealing to people of all types and not only for people with specific qualifications. People should not feel as though they are being judged for not being in the best health when they are trying to work on it. The healthier restaurants could use more advertising to reach out to more people. Both unhealthy restaurants we observed had employees passing out samples and/or coupons for their establishment. It would be eye-opening for many people to realize that the healthier restaurants do in fact have cheap options. Places such as Chop It and Subway should make it a priority to educate customers of this misconception. A final solution we came up with was that all restaurants should be required to clearly post nutrition information for customers before they purchase their food. Of course, some people will ignore these statements and buy unhealthfully anyways. But it may change the minds of a few people who care about what they are putting into their bodies.